Poker, blackjack, craps. What do these games have in common? Well, they're card games. If you're going over to a friend's house to play games and you're not playing Monopoly or Super Smash Bros., then you're 100% playing some of these card games. And with these games, you don't even have to gamble. I mean, you can just play them with friends, just casually, or, I mean, yeah, you can play bet on them. But to my teachers, these card games are one way, gambling. Doesn't matter what context it's in, it's always gonna be evil. That's what you need to know for this story. So, I'm gonna tell you how gambling got banned in my school because of me. This story takes place in a magical land called sixth grade cafeteria. So, everybody loves lunch, right? It's your break period. But for me and my friends, as soon as you finish eating, we never had much to talk about. So, to pass this time, my friend Linus, he always brought cards to the lunch table, and we would always play around, and then all the chips and cards went back to him. Keep in mind, we weren't gambling on this, and we were not placing bets at all. So it really surprised us with no warning. The principal herself walks over to the table and says, "Oh, look, it's our poker players. You guys cannot be playing poker in the school. It is absolutely unacceptable." So I try to defend me and my friends from getting our favorite games banned and say, well, we're not actually gambling. We're just playing with cards and chips. And then because she's a, staff member, of course she cuts us off and goes,
Uh-uh, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Uh-uh, uh-uh. You guys have to stop playing right now before you guys get in a lot of trouble.
so obviously cards were off the table. So for the next few weeks, we just let it rest and just had to, chat. But then I thought of an amazing plan. She said no more cards, but she did not say no more quote unquote gambling. So, what I did was, I told my friends, hey guys, let's bring in some dice and do the same gambling with Monopoly money. So that's exactly what we did for the next couple weeks. We would play specifically a lot of Chuck-a-Luck, and whoever made the most Monopoly money at the end of the day won. We got away with that for at least a whole month because nobody cared because it wasn't giant poker chips anymore. Until you'll never guess what happens next. A teacher walks over to us. You know what? Yeah, try to guess what's next. A teacher walks over to us and says, "You guys cannot gamble anymore with Monopoly money. The dice are okay." So after this encounter, we're a little bit confused, but then we all agree, you know what? Forget the Monopoly money. That was just a point keeping system. So then, instead of Monopoly money, we continue to play dice for the next 2 weeks, and we kept score just on a sheet of paper, and we would have to bring in a calculator. So if you think about it, we really should have kept it because we're learning more math, right? The weird thing is, that same teacher that said it was okay to gamble as long as it's not with Monopoly money comes over and says, guys, you cannot gamble at all, actually. So unfortunately, that's the end of the story. That's the end of the gambling ring, is what I would have said if that was the end of the story and end of the gambling ring. There were only about like 3 more weeks of school left before we got out. So I had this amazing plan, even better than the dice one. I had gotten a miniature slot machine from my aunt and uncle from Christmas. And what you would do is you would pull it, and every time it got 3 sevens, it would go really loudly. So, on the final day of school that year, just out of straight petty rebellion at the stupid system of the school gambling, we all took turns spinning it, and that was the best lunch of that year. All right, hello everybody. I would like to apologize for uploading so late, But that's because for some reason half of my files deleted after I finished it on my vacation in Albuquerque. So I had to redo all of that, and that was not too much fun. Anyway, here it finally is. So yeah, see you guys in the next one.